Alright, hi everyone. So I just quickly wanted to finish the Archon quest because I have some time now. I'm not sure if we have enough time to finish the whole thing, but yeah, I think we can. I will try. I thought we will just get to the courtroom as before, but as it seems we aren't, so I think this gonna be a part where we can kind of like just switch characters, and in one little cutscene we are with Navia and the other we are with the Traveler. So yeah, as soon as I saw Novelette, the beautiful mermaid boy, I knew we had to start because yeah, I feel like this is the last part and I think it's gonna be pretty cinematic. So yeah, let's just jump right into it and see how it is. Alright.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Oh, the Hydra Boys, classic.
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
This boy is just crazy. He keeps wanting to fight every god he meets. Jesus, help me.
No. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, so I don't think she can fight at all. Like, honestly, like lore-wise, I mean.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Sure
Oh.
hope so.
A young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
In the audience, right? You will just like let the person who you're trying to say is guilty. You just go to the audience. It's fine.
Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
Oh, alrighty. Yeah, it is a Marcel. At least I think.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
That's me. That's me. Oh my god. Except enemies to friends to lovers, maybe? Yeah? Hmm?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes. I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Jesus, he's so pretty. Oh my god.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
What do you mean he doesn't do his job? Shut up! Shut up! No, no. He's beautiful and that's enough, you know? That's more than enough.
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navi, present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
Yes.
Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Now, yes, she is the one not doing her job correctly. Like, she should be the god. She should, like, know things. And she's just, like, you know, like a little girl trying to play
Exactly correct,
pretend.
Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case, explain my charge and reason.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, wow. Alright.
On the day of the murder, Smyrna di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarande in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
Alright, let's...
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okay, then I guess we start now. First we should get a scene of the crime. Yes, I feel like.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Yes. The water. Yes, the seawater.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques, as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
Oh, the two one-shots, yes. And where is the family? Yeah, this one.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility, and had sent out another assassin. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claim?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Also, that's what we are going to get with the Traveler. It's designed to change back.
If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Also, she is on our side now. Okay, that's a change.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting differently
Exactly
today?
what I said.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Yeah. You know what? Silver says something
Alternatively,
actually.
she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guard might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right, but what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand. I don't need your apology, your guilt.
Yes. As a champion, boundless honor in my line of work. I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live, or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
About the series. Of course, Your Honor. Are connected via mine. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they pleaded after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does the person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Don't know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigation until I'm the only one left. Who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, Giselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? Also take a look at my border entry record, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. While that same agency has long been taken from them, the people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see? Is it a So you do know that name?
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Right.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Are we finally back to the Traveler? Maybe? Yes, alright. Okay, we have to just go here. Oh, that's pretty. Well, I don't know. I hope this theme is fine.
Freeze! Into the wind! The wind knows me. Cool it!
Start what exactly? Oh, it's like an elevator, okay.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
I hope everyone missed the lovely Paimon's voice. At least we got a chest. I'm not sure, maybe there are more chests around here? Just to check, like I don't want to miss any primos. I still did not get Linny, so yeah, that's kind of sad. I think I'm at around 66 pulls, and I usually get them by like, I don't know, 74, 3, around that, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, super cute.
We need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Oh, isn't there like... Oh, there isn't. Okay, I thought there was like an invisible bridge of some sort, you know. Oh, alright. Yay. Oh, that wasn't too hard.
The water level is rising. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Oh, alright.
Dodge this!
Oh, let's fight some more.
Into the wind! Cool it! The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Freeze! One with nature!
GG's, great. No other chests around. Let's get this one single Primogem and let's go. Oh, another cutscene, okay. I really do hope I'm not missing anything here. Well, yeah, let's just go now. Oh, that's super cool, alright.
to go.
Okay. I wonder when that cutscene will take place, when Chard is just, you know, using his delusion, and we could see it in the version trailer. Because I really thought it was like Chard would be a part of this more, because we like only saw him for like, I don't know, 2 seconds or something.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
The doctor will see.
What's the hurt? Freeze!
Darling, get your bird back.
A bitter pill to swallow. The wind.
Oh, you're still alive. Alright, let's go ahead.
I follow the wind.
After that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the opera house.
Yeah, let's hurry up. Like, it's literally ongoing. Like, oh, I hate that we have to do travel. Oh, okay. Let's examine.
Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, there seems to be an investigation report on him. This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of the old dog to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act if he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from entirely. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia.
Okay, perfect. That's enough proof. Let's go back.
We've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
Come on, I miss this hot man.
They're all just so evil.
Do we need to find anything else? Or we can examine the pool, okay.
There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with water, you'll get synth.
What? Like any human?
Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Sure you do, Paimon. Thank you. Okay, we did that. Let's go on.
What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
Probably the kidnapped girl's belongings.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but what? You mean the serial disappearances? They were brought here, and then they were turned into water.
Most likely, I guess.
And all the boxes of things. These names.
Oh, Paimon is, well, basically when you start the game. So and of course you first choose either him or the girl character. And basically the first cutscene you get is you like fishing, and well, it's not even a cutscene, it's just a picture. And like your character fishing, and apparently you somehow catch Paimon. So I don't know how that happens. It's not really explained. A lot of people have theories that she's like the final related to the final or something. But yeah, so basically she's just this mysterious creature, like one of her kind. Not like we'd never met any creature yet, at least to this point. to find, like, you know, who is similar in any way to her. I have my own type. Like, there are little series in the game, and
Contain the waters of the primordial sea.
once I read that these series were a real, like, I don't know, like these were they had like their own country or something, like they had like their civilization, but something happened to them, and that's why they became series. And these series technically like guide us to the treasures and chests and stuff. So that's why I was like, because Paimon is introduced as a guide, and I was thinking maybe she is a Seelie before they, you know, were turned to this see-through blue creature. So maybe she was a Seelie before the Seelie nation got vibed. I don't know. But yeah, everyone has their own little theories, I guess.
From the water from the primordial sea. Female.
Oh my god, Paimon is weeping, bro.
Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon never read something so scary before. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's why you
Thank
did
you,
all
darling.
these experiments.
Yeah, but I think that's the most likely, or something of the sorts. I don't think they would like, although they both have like white hair, like the main boss thing we're like looking for. But yeah, like I'm serious. She just has like little mysterious background, but that's it.
Over and over? Insane! Huh? Is that by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these...
Oh my god, but the little girl was looking for him. I thought this guy was supposed to be a good guy. Oh
so
yeah.
That's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want... In any case, Paimon will write it all down. We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But... yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Are we going back? No, we still have to look for clues. Alright, we were already here. I mean, what did we not check? If we check that, we check that. What did I have? Oh, okay, we are just going over everything. Yep, and then that one should be the last one here. And it's not, okay. But then where? This one I didn't double check.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side.
Hi, Astral.
Check everything carefully.
Thank you for joining.
We'll find something for ship.
Also, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name?
Yeah, the ocean that we met in the fountain, yeah?
You found her diary. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story.
No way.
She was...
Oh my god, this is just so sad.
So many! A whole pages, but they're all crossed out. Was she with all of them? The final name she decided on was Marcel.
Oh my god, they are his parents? No way.
But Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Venier's grown son?
Okay, so are we finally getting back to the court? I miss
still
Child,
hasn't
I
figured
miss
out
Nouvellette. Oh my god. Okay, this like Archon quest is actually like very exciting, and you know it's kind of not revolving around the Archon herself, so I feel like that gives a lot to this.
And whose image
Oh,
do
okay, yeah,
you
we're
see,
back.
Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the
Poor
rules of this
man,
court?
bro. We like we arrive into Fontaine and we just mess up his whole job.
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Indeed, we have. Yes, so it's a notebook. Is it the pink? Yeah, this one. I think, at least. I really hope I'm right.
But the truth of it,
Oh my god, he's
Marcel,
speaking! The traveler is
is that
speaking!
you've always been Vacher.
What?
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you
Oh,
kept
so
abducting
he
young
just
women
changed
to
his name and
experiment
it
on the
wasn't
hopes
his
to bring her
parents.
back
Alright,
to
I
you.
understand.
You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher.
So that's either the opera performances rarely go that Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You gaze on the lover that instead of paying attention around you. You never noticed how we changed or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Bob's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Oh, which one?
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on.
Oh, then you mean the Archon, I assume? Like, what's her name? I forgot. Furina?
Do you really think to any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignere's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Well, it's too late now. All those you only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved drama. While turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignere is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow.
Oh my god, does he have like a primordial vote just pour it on himself?
But I'm not from this blasted place.
Oh, right,
So
he's
I
from
can't be
Cisnaya.
dissolved.
Okay, I get it.
No.
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's
Oh,
drinking?
are there? I don't know. It, like, if I click the little, you know, it only says like there is one slow frame, so I really hope not really like that, but I don't know, it might be. Everything seems fine for me on the Twitch studio part.
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter
and I'm
at the
sorry,
very
I don't
end.
know why it might be. I will check my connection 1 second. Okay, well now it says it's like there were some like red parts, but now the bitrate should be fine, I think. Or at least the site tells me so, so I don't know, I just hope it fixed itself.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignere. Her promise. We made a promise. Vignere. Vignere. Please, Vignere. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill her
Oh, by the way, I really love how they recently added like these little details as like tears in the eyes. Like I feel like it makes it so much more realistic. And now the only thing left to add is like, you know, when they pass an object or something to each other, they just kind of like hold their hand out empty. And now they just show a little picture, I believe, if someone hands us something. But it would be cool if they actually animated it when, you know, like you could see actually like the, I don't know, like child's vision being passed to us.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any
Yes,
basis.
Stevie saved darling child. He's free again.
Fine by me. I was in a
Oh,
bad
wow,
mood,
fine.
but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Yeah, as expected. He doesn't even care.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Yes, darling, thank you.
The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignere.
Oh, what a love story.
During an underwater expedition, Vignere accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignere back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
Okay, let's see it.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Good. Of course he is.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner.
I wonder what's up with her.
See, Papa?
Or she just might be
Spina
sad.
di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well, now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama?
Wow,
The villain
yeah,
has been caught,
Charge.
justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
Well, for real it doesn't. Like, he just arrived here.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, no way. No way they will, like, have Chard as guilty.
Oh,
no.
come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to
Oh my god,
exit
did he
stage
just
left?
call himself a side character? No, baby, it's okay.
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Which one of my men? I have so many in this game.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale...
Oh my god, poor voice actor had to say this so many times. What's up? What is going on? Come on, tell me.
Guilty.
What? No, I knew this was gonna happen. Oh my god. I suppose then now is the cutscene soon? This one? Like, it might be late, the message. So, do you mean child? Do you mean the ginger guy, or do you mean the mermaid boy? Tell me.
What?
Hey! That's not funny!
What do
Didn't you just say I'm
what's your
supposed to be
problem with the
innocent?
mermaid boy? He's like, we will have like, I don't know, like after the quest, there will be like a little one-on-one with him, and we will know why he's acting so strangely. But oh my god, he's just so cute. Believe me, he's amazing. He's wonderful.
What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on genuine
I
principle?
mean, he has a point.
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of.
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
Oh, not
Cardinale
again.
is,
Poor
by
man had
law,
to say this
the final
60 million
verdict of the
times.
court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
That's the law. He doesn't decide how to do his work. He just like does it based on how he has to. I think, at least.
Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
No, yeah, I think the cutscene is coming now. Oh yes, Daddy. Let's sit back and watch this beautiful fight.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Oh my god. I will cry. What?
What's going on?
That was just beautiful. First of all, second of all, okay, let me save some face for Child. Okay, so he's very strong, but he didn't have his vision. His real vision, his hydro powers is with us. So that's why. And he was like in the middle of transforming. Okay, so he had like a weak spot. Okay, it's like, oh my god, I feel so bad for him. Oh, now I will just, when I finally have time after night has fallen here, I will go and read some child fanfics where he gets comforted by his dear husband Zhongli. Yes, that's what I will do, because I cannot watch this slander of my dear darling boys. Oh my god.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court.
Like, okay, listen, he's so gentle though. Like, he doesn't want to fight. He's just like doing his duty. Oh, I love both of them, okay?
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either! Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
No, I'm guessing it was the Archon before her, although I still don't know how or why they had to change the Archon to her in the first place.
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but she's so annoying. Like, she literally doesn't care about anything. She just wants everyone to believe she is like some all-knowing, I don't know, wonderful god. And she could be if she like admitted that she doesn't know anything.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, but it seems only we are the ones who are able to notice that.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, The Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence.
Right, okay, whatever you say, girly.
Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable!
I think it's like a theater, like, I think they said it's like, they call it like the opera house. So more like a theater, yeah, but they, you know, it's like, a court. Yes, it's the circus. It's the court, but they use it as an opera house and a circus. Then there aren't really like court hearings
You
and
will
stuff.
come to understand
So it's
my
very weird.
noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict.
You know, at this point, I only hope Venti and her doesn't have like a very strong friendship or something, because yeah, it would be weird. I don't know. I don't feel like Venti would get along with her. I know a lot of people do, just because they, I don't know, they kind of have this like young, cheerful kind of side, but yeah, I would not like that.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress,
The
I shall
lead
be
actress.
the first to
This
take
is
my
great
lead.
to call yourself, yeah.
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
Put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Alright. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now.
Oh, poor child. I mean, he probably got here to take the hydronosis, so he will, I assume one of the Fatui Harbingers will take it anyway. But yeah, poor child is always the one to suffer, like every nation he goes. Like first Signora stole the spotlight, and now I assume, you know, the white black-haired girl will steal the spotlight, so...
After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Okay. Oh, but look at him looking down. Oh, he's just looking at us. Let me just... Oh, he's taller than Kaya. Okay. Let me see if he's actually taller than... Oh, maybe, yeah, they are the same height. But is he taller than I'll hate them?
Let's get down to business.
Oh, look at them. Oh my god. These two in the middle? Yeah, I would marry these two any day. Except I ship them with different people, so I would prefer the ship more. But yeah, I would... Oh, look at them. Oh my god. My new favorite combo, yes. They have to be in the same team. Oh my god, look at them. They're kind of similar. I mean, like, he's the acting grand sage, and then he's like the chief justice, whatever. Yeah, they are the same people. Oh my god, look at them looking at each other. Oh. Yeah, of course you do, but like, he's kind of like, yeah, he's not the nicest guy, you know, but you will know, you just have to start playing. You really have to start playing, because I will not shut up about this game. Who is... Oh, it was Gaia, okay.
Ready when you are.
Oh, I'm always ready, darling. Okay, let's find it. Oh wait, no, I wanted to talk to him. How could I forget? I need to use every opportunity to hear his voice.
Oh, Monsieur Nervalette! That power you showed when you took him down.
He is the Hydro Dragon, spoiler.
Really?
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
Oh, it's fine. You're cute, darling. Okie dokie. Oh, is he
Hey,
gonna
what are you doing? Quick,
escape?
stop him! Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Oh yeah, we just didn't hear when someone screamed at us to stop him, yeah.
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add an—
No, wait!
Oh my
I
god,
just
there
want
is
to
my
ask the
boy.
Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Oh. Oh my god, he's just so pretty. Like, I literally cannot wait to have him. He's so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
Oh, he misses his wife. Yeah, like he should just go into the fountain.
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already...
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please, please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards.
That's so sad.
I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible
Because
things?
it's his vibe. Come on. Oh my god. I feel
This
so
request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
See?
Humans. Will they betray
Well,
the
see,
instinct
he's not
to
human,
live
he's
just
a
to
dragon.
satisfy spiritual needs?
Ah, this man.
Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor. Now that I think about it, like, he's kind of like a judge, right? And like, Jojo has a judge skin, right? Do you see where I'm going with this? Anyways. I think we're like super close to finishing this. Like the whole ARCHON quest. And then I will just have to like explore the whole Fontaine left. But yeah, it's been pretty exciting, honestly.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well?
Vache.
Ah!
Oh, finally.
So you...
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache.
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you! I'm finally here for you!
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey!
Don't tell me he's just gonna choke. Of water. What was it?
Me,
Oh,
Vache!
okay, I thought it
Vinier!
was swimming.
Vache. Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you...
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love
Wow,
of the
another
arts,
plot twist.
and my
Wow,
works would have
I
been
just
displayed in
wanted
the
some
Palais
wholesome
Mermondia
little
itself.
ending, but no, of course not.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. How long has it been?
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. I would at least have been able to take care of
and she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vignier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignier. I am the sacrifices.
Also, is this like all of the girls who has been kidnapped? Their souls combined or something?
Every woman who died by your hand.
Oh,
As our bodies dissolved,
our
consciousnesses
that's
flowed
ah.
back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer individuals. But we became one. Just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
No! Yeah!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Oh my god, look at all these ladies. I told you, he would just drown in like a fountain. Doesn't even have like that much water. Oh my god. He just lost his soul. Okay then, several days later. I always love a little time skip. Oh, it's raining. It's because Nubilet is sad. I know that for a fact.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping.
In the rain.
Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Huh. Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Right? It is creepy. Oh my god.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hello, Silver.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too!
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clorand out for a meal.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people started to ship Navi and Chlorine, so them going out for a meal is a good sign for them.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vashey's headquarters, Clorand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clorand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We want to go too.
Why do we want to go?
Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
It's because Nuvile is sad. Poor Hydro Dragon boy. I assume we might meet with him there, or maybe we just have to come back later.
Huh. This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure.
Told you. It has to be. It has to be Nuvile.
Isn't that Neuvillette?
How would you even question it? Obviously it's Nuville.
Huh? Navia?
Oh, he is just too hot to exist. Jesus, every time I look at him.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh wow, they are just so awkward.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
He is the most gentle and also badass character in this game. Like, literally, he's just so nice, but so strong. Like, I don't know. However, just did a fantastic job.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway?
Oh, darling, tell me he isn't blaming himself.
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives.
No worries, thank you for being here always. You're so nice. I love you, darling. Have a nice evening.
Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callis proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callis made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days.
The voice acting, like, I think I read a tweet about his voice actor saying after he kind of understood Nuvede's character, he wanted to re-record almost all of his voice lines, and if this is the result, then it was worth it. Like, the voice acting of his is just spectacular. Like, honestly, I don't know, it's just so, like, I can feel the emotion in his voice. So just great job with the character, with the voice acting, everything. He's just such a great and well-designed character.
That high and mighty chair in the opera Epicles indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Oh, he is so cute, darling. Oh my god, I need him and Ryo Teasley, or however you pronounce his name, to meet in a scene, and I'm shipping them so hard, let me tell you. Like, oh my god, just imagine Nuvede being comforted by his boyfriend. Like, I'm crying, I'm leaving. I just want to go read fanfic right now.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
So Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Right. And now it's in the morning, great.
Paimon's never paid respect. Huh? Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be killed. Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we...
Okay, let's talk to him. Finally. Like, look at the difference in design. Like, characters are so much more detailed now. Like, just look at his aura. They're both 5 stars. And I feel like, yeah, I know this is Diluc's newer skin. But still, if you just look at everything in general, like the facial structure and stuff, I think I don't know, there's been a big improvement. And I just hope that they will, like, update some of the other characters soon as well.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this, since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Oh, like yeah, every time we get this like talk with Archons, and it's no surprise we don't get to talk to Farina. I think she knows nothing. Like she would not be able to like answer any of these.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea. But what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vache and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Of course there is. I will leave Chai to the last because that's the one I care about the most. Oh yeah,
that the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese. Is there anything—
Yes, about Child, darling Child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Huh. So when Linny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored—
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
No, thank you for
Very
your
well.
answers, darling.
It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you.
I love how he just says it, you know, like, I enjoyed this conversation with you, thank you. Like, oh my god.
It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Because he isn't sad anymore. Oh, what a nice, like, ending. That was very cute. No, he disappeared. Oh. Okay. Alright, I think, yeah, we did finish the Archon quest, and now I can unlock, finally, your Lineage's quest, story quest. So yeah, that will be waiting for
Every
us.
course of action has its...
But wow.
Be careful.
Yeah, I cannot wait, honestly, to see what you know, like what the next part of this will be, because we have still the legend and stuff. So yeah, I'm curious to see what like where our road will take us. But actually, it's been really fun. The Archon quest is finally done. Thank God. It was kind of long, but also exciting as well. So.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
As I was saying, the next stream, I don't know, it might be like farming artifacts or doing lineage story quest. I don't know, like it could be either. I really wouldn't mind either, because yeah, it's been pretty fun doing these. So yeah, let's just quickly pull one, because maybe now luck will be on our side. We are with another fighter boy. Please, Linny. I don't even know, honestly. Maybe this is the 67th wish? Please, Linny, darling. And it's not him. Well, alright. What could I do? And it's not even a character. Like, oh my god. Yeah, it was my 67th. But that's... I'm so sad I didn't get him, like, early. Like, oh, you know what? I have another. I can buy another. Why not? Why not? Like, maybe this is like a lucky day, a lucky spot. And it's not. Okay, yeah, whatever, I give up. Like, I literally, I don't even know. I think I'll have to wait then until the shop resets. I can buy the 5 other stuff. Oh, one last thing I wanted to mention, actually, is, I don't know how many of you realize, but if you did the Archon quest as well, when you first hear like the ocean in the fountain, after you finish that little cutscene, then you will actually get a quest, which is this one, the first one here, and this is actually in Hungarian. And if you didn't know, I'm Hungarian, so this actually is pronounced as "Lennék én folyóvíz," and it's actually I believe it's a phrase from one of a famous poets of ours. But yeah, I was so surprised to see Hungarian in Genshin. It was a pretty fun little Easter egg. I just wanted to mention that I left it here, didn't claim it. I also did it like today, so I didn't have to, like, you know, leave it here for that long. But yeah, I found it super nice. And who would have thought that we will meet a little Hungarian little catchphrase in Fontaine? Yeah, it basically means, if you're wondering, because I just kind of forgot, I can translate it for you. It basically means you can like interpret it two ways. Like one of them is like I wish to be a river or part of a river, and the other one is like if I were a river. So like you can, it's kind of similar, but yeah, these are the two um like senses you can read it as. But yeah, I think the second one is more um like resonates with like the quest itself. So yeah, I just thought it was super funny and I wanted to point it out for you. Anyways, thank you guys, all of you, for being here. Hope you enjoy, even if you rewatch this as a record or whatever. But yeah, Fun Team's been pretty fun. Um and yeah, I feel like I discovered as much as I could. I will like start doing the quest soon. I'm not sure if the next stream will be, as I said, Linney's story quest or just farming for artifacts. I will figure it out, but if you guys want something, then please just notify me somehow. You can do it on my Discord or on YouTube or wherever. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was really fun hanging out with you. Alright, goodbye!